everyone. My name is Anna Kim. I'm from University of Delaware English Language Institute. I'm a faculty, but I also wear the different hat in leading international project for specifically for Koreans. So without further ado, shall I begin? Okay. Oh, before I go, Balan, would you like to introduce yourself first? Sorry.
Certainly. Thank you for asking. So my name is Balint, and I'm an Assistant Vice President for Enrollment Strategy at University of the Pacific. I'm also a faculty member. I'm a chemistry professor, and I also work with our Division One Intercollegiate Athletics program. So I work with our sports too. So Anna, you have the presentation.
Yeah, thank you. Well, today we would like to introduce a type of experience that has become increasingly popular for high school students who are considering studying in the United States. Short, intensive residential programs allow students to test drive American college life without making a long-term commitment. Students live on campus, take university-style classes, and learn through hands-on projects taught by university faculty. This gives them a realistic picture of what academic life in the US looks like, both inside and outside the classroom. At the same time, these programs offer a safe and structured environment. Students improve their English, learn how US academics work, begin exploring future university options with guidance and support they need. In this presentation, we'll look at 5 key advantages of these programs: academics, language development, cultural immersion, admission preparation, and personal growth. By the end, you should have a clearer sense of how experiences like these can support students as they plan for their future studies. And now I turn to Bayland.
Everyone. Let me talk a little bit about the academic components of these summer programs. So, as we said, you can explore your academic interests in a low-risk setting. You can try academic subjects in the US before you actually commit to a given major. There are very many focused courses like engineering, business, science, health, or the arts, and you can discover your interests before you choose your college major when you apply to a US university. Many of these programs also make you learn through real-world hands-on work. So several of these programs take place in lab studios rather than just listening to lectures from faculty. And oftentimes you get to apply theory immediately to practical tasks and various projects. It's very important as well that you get to experience US style learning, right? Every country's academic style is different, and it's a good way to get you introduced to US style learning in small groups, small cohorts. These summer programs are usually quite interactive. They encourage questions, collaboration between students, and lots of independent thinking. Also, having smaller groups make it easier to get immediate personal feedback from the instructor, so you get to network with university professors in the US. And then all these helps with your future academic choices. So by the end of the summer program, you have a much clearer view of which subjects, which learning styles, and university environment fits you to best before you actually apply to US universities.
Well, one of the most immediate and noticeable benefits of pre-college summer programs is the improvement students experience in their English ability, especially in listening and speaking. The improvement happens because students are immersed in English throughout the entire day. English is not limited to classroom instructions. Students use English in residence halls, dining halls, group projects, activities, and everyday conversations. Over time, English stops feeling like a school subject and becomes a practical tool for communication. In the classroom, students practice the type of English used in the US universities. Classes are often discussion-based, which means students are encouraged to ask questions, share opinions, and work with classmates. Students also practice giving short presentations and explaining their ideas clearly, which builds both fluency and confidence. Students complete short academic tasks such as reflections, summaries, or project write-ups. These assignments help students understand how English is used for learning, problem solving, and critical thinking, and not just for exams. This experience is especially valuable for students who may have great receptive skills but limited speaking experience. When students must communicate spontaneously in English, they develop real-world fluency. Because English is used continuously, many students experience a shift in confidence. At the beginning of the program, students may feel nervous about making mistakes or being misunderstood. After several days, and especially after a few weeks, students typically become more willing to speak even when their English is not perfect. This reduction in fear is one of the most meaningful outcomes of the program. Listening skills also improve. Students become familiar with different accents, speaking speeds, and informal expressions used by professors and peers. Over time, they are better able to follow lectures, group discussions, and everyday conversations without translating word by word. Many programs also support language development by teaching academic skills closely connected to English use. These include note-taking strategies, time management, presentation preparation, and how to participate effectively in group work. These skills help students function more independently in future English medium courses. By the end of the program, students typically return home with greater confidence using English in real academic and social situations. Next slide, please. So language development becomes even more powerful when it happens in a real university environment. Pre-college summer programs allow students to experience what daily life on a U.S. university campus is truly like. Students live in university residence halls, often the same buildings used by undergraduate students during the academic year. They share rooms, use common spaces, and learn how to live with roommates. These experiences help students develop independence, responsibility, and important social skills in a supportive setting. Living on campus helps students understand everyday college routines. They learn how to manage their time, wake up independently, get to class, plan study time, and balance academic responsibilities with social activities. This familiarity makes future college feel less intimidating. Students also eat in campus dining halls and use facilities such as libraries, gyms, and study spaces. They learn how American students use campus resources to support both academic success and personal well-being. This practical understanding helps students feel more prepared for future university life. At the same time, independence is carefully supported. Programs are structured and supervised by resident staff, program assistants, and program coordinators. Clear schedules, expectations, and safety systems are in place. which is especially reassuring for students and families during a first study abroad experience. Many programs include organized excursions to nearby cities, cultural landmarks, and natural sites. These activities allow students to experience American culture beyond the campus and observe how people live, communicate, and interact in everyday situations. Another key aspect of campus life is the international community. Students meet peers from the US and from many other countries. Some get to work together in classes, live together in residence halls, and participate in activities together. Through these interactions, students develop cross-cultural awareness, adaptability, and a broader global perspective. For many students, this is their first experience living away from home, especially in another country. By the end of the program, students often feel more independent, more confident, and more capable of navigating unfamiliar environments. This growth makes future international experiences, including long-term university study, feel achievable and manageable. And now to you, Balin.
Thank you so much, Anna. And let me follow up on how these programs strengthen your future university applications. Because let's say you spent a couple of weeks in the US in such a summer program, and you discover that you actually like it. You like learning in English, you like working with American university professors, you like the cultural aspects, and so you'd like to pursue an American education. And so by participating in such summer programs, this demonstrates that you have a serious interest in studying in the US. Admissions officers who then read your application when you're sending it to a US college or university, that they will see that you have lived and studies on an American campus already. So you know what you're getting into, and they will also see that you can be successful. That is one of the most important aspects. Most admissions officers looked at US college applications from the eyes of will the student be successful on our campus? Will they graduate? Will they like their experience here? And by having participated in such a summer program, they can judge that you're actually aware, your English is good, and you know also the cultural aspects. This also gives you an opportunity to write about concrete experiences that you've had in the US in your application essays. Every country has very different application systems, and probably the US has one of the ones that needs the best all-around strength from students. It's not just based on test scores, but you write actual essays to tell about yourself. And college admissions officers are interested in the whole student to see what they're like and whether they would be a good fit to their university. Having been in these summer programs also helps you build connections to network with university professors. Most good quality summer programs, but you have to do your research before you embark into one, are actually read by university professors. The same university professors who are teaching undergraduate and graduate courses. And during the weeks of these summer programs, they work closely with you. And if everything goes well, they can even write you helpful recommendation letters. So I very much recommend that if you get admitted and attend such a summer program, then build connections with your university professors, ask them about the majors that they teach, the courses that they teach, and form connections with them. Also, many programs, as we've already said, have strong components outside of the academics too. There are strong social components, then, of course, the language building, then various individual skills, but also talk to you about the US admissions work. So several programs have presentations by their own admissions colleagues, and they give you guidance on how to write personal statement. Again, that is very United States specific. I actually have daughters who studied abroad from here, and they have very different statement requirements. And so again, US personal statement really focus on the whole student, about their personalities, their experiences, and this all helps also in choosing the right university. The US has very large research universities, and on the other end, very small liberal arts colleges. By attending programs in the US, you get to choose which sort of university you'd like to attend to. Also, they give you tips on how to approach standardized tests. And well, it all costs in the end, and so they also offer you financial planning. Oftentimes, financial aid officers are also available to talk to. This all helps you to gain a realistic expectation on how you can write a strong application and maximize your chances to getting into your dream school in the US. And as I said, there are very many, very different schools, universities, and colleges in the US. These programs, by exploring through your own personal experiences, help you refine the list, which colleges most interest you, and what sort of a school you prefer, large or small, a quieter university where you get to see most of the same faces, especially in the winter, or you prefer a more urban environment. And so, as you said, attending such a program can very much positively impact your future application into a university. At the same time, these programs also offer you lots of opportunities for personal growth to boost your confidence and various long-term benefits. As Anna already told you, that these summer programs are often a university in a small group setting. It's a much safer environment. It's an environment where there are people guiding you, also realizing that this may be your first time on a university campus or even in the country. They help you manage your daily schedule, and you, through these guided arrangements, learn to handle simple responsibilities. In our program, students do their own laundries, they navigate the campus, learn the best places, and these will give them certain skills that they can use once they are undergraduate. And in the end, this really boosts their confidence. And so it's college is a big unknown, and not just for international students, but even American students who don't necessarily grow up right next to a major university. By having spent a couple of weeks on the campus and going through these exercises, it can really boost their confidence that they can actually do this. They can picture themselves on a US college campus, and they also can't wait for this opportunity, because let me tell you, going to the US for a college or university is also a lot of fun and a wonderful experience. These programs build adaptability and resilience. You get to learn to adjust to a whole new system, a different culture, different language in just a very short amount of time. And then these experiences will help you with later transitions in life. Of course, first being a new international college student, and make these transitions much smoother and quicker. In very many programs, especially the ones that are in small group settings, you also get to acquire leadership skills. There are lots of group projects where you have to take the initiative, work with your fellow students. They may be from various countries, various states. You work together on presentations. There are also various residential activities that develop teamwork. And you will get to demonstrate your leadership, communication, problem-solving abilities that you can also all comment on in your college application. As I said, these skills are super valued by the universities. So if you demonstrate this in your college applications, and then later when you graduated from a US university, employers in most fields rely on these skills that you can demonstrate. Overall, these college programs can be really a formative experience. You can build on this and you can return home. Having said that, I lived and studied on a US campus for 2 weeks, and this is how it changed me. You can reflect on these experiences and you can use them and build on them in your educational and then later employment future as well. So with that, let us introduce you to two specific examples of American pre-college summer programs. It says three, but one of our colleagues unfortunately had an urgent situation and had to withdraw. But first, Anna will tell you about University of Delaware's Level Up and Language Adventure, and then later I will talk about our summer institute. So Anna?
Thank you, Balin, so much. Okay. Well, we can skip this slide and then go to next. Thank you. Well, as shared, both Balin and I, as U.S. high school summer programs are truly valuable for high school students, not only because they support academic growth, college readiness, but also because they develop independence, intercultural skills, and confidence that we need today's world. Here at the University of Delaware, our high school programs are designed to offer all of those benefits while also meeting where they are linguistically. To make sure every student has an experience that fits their needs, we offer two distinct program pathways, and they are Level Up and Language Adventure. And both of them run from July 19th to August 7th. They're hosted by the English Language Institute, which has an extensive experience working with international students and supporting them in English medium academic environments. Students come from around the world, creating an international learning community where English is used naturally every day. Both the Level Up and Language Adventure combine high quality English instructions with interactive, engaging learning experiences, allowing students to build language skills while actively participating in class and campus life. Because the program is residential, students live on campus and experience what U.S. university life is really like, from residence halls to dining facilities and shared student spaces. In addition to on-campus life, the program includes East Coast cultural excursions. Past trips include New York City, Washington, D.C., giving students the opportunity to visit major cities. Next, please. Well, now that we have, next slide. Yes. Now that we have a general idea of our summer program, I'd like to talk more specifically about our Level Up program, which is designed for students who want a more college life style academic experience. In Level Up, students take such as modified university leadership and academic writing class, giving them an authentic instructions to how college classes in the U.S. are structured. Classes are interactive and discussion-based, helping students practice expressing ideas clearly and confidently. English skills development is integrated directly into the class, so students improve their language ability while working on academic content. Students also receive guidance on college application process, including practical tips for writing entrance essays and understanding what U.S. universities look for in applicants. Another important component is major and career exploration. Students are introduced to different colleges within the University of Delaware and participate in campus tours that help them understand academic fields and possible future pathways. Outside of class, students enjoy a balance of free time and structured activities alongside high school students from the US and around the world. This helps them build friendship, use English naturally, and fully experience campus life in an international community. Next slide, please. So for students who want to focus more directly on English language development while enjoying a full U.S. campus experience, we offer what's called Language Adventure. In this program, students take English language development classes that focus on building listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills in a supportive and engaging environment. Students also have independent practice time in listening lab where they can strengthen listening comprehension, pronunciation, and overall fluency at their own pace. The program includes a university campus tour, helping students become familiar with campus facilities and how U.S. universities are organized. Outside of the classroom, students enjoy, again, a balance of free and structured activities with other high school students from the U.S. and around the world. The shared experiences encourage natural English use, cultural exchange, and friendship building within an international community. Next slide, please. So to help you better visualize what daily life looks like during the program, let me walk you through a typical weekday schedule. The exact time may vary, but this, shows how academics, activities, and rest are balanced throughout the day. So students begin their day with breakfast in the dining hall between 7 and 8, which also gives them time to connect with friends before classes begin. From 8:15 to 12:10, students attend 2 morning classes, whether students are enrolled in Level Up or, Language Adventure. After classes, students have lunch in the dining hall from 12:30 to 1:45, and then from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., students participate in afternoon activities at the English Language Institute, around the university, or, in the city of Newark. These activities are fully supported by program mentors, helping students feel guided and connected. And then dinner from 5 to 7 in the dining hall. Evening programs are from 7 to 9, which are, combined with other high school programs. This may include social, cultural, or recreational events. And then from 9 to 11, students have study time or personal break time. And finally, at 11, lights, it's out. Next slide, please. Now that you have a sense of what a typical day looks like, let's take a moment to review what's included in the program. The program includes airport pickup, drop-off for groups, and then, helping students arrive and depart safely and smoothly, of course. And then the courses and the afternoon programming throughout the week and all course materials and are provided as part of the program. Students also have full access to University of Delaware facilities. So you become part of University of Delaware student body, allowing you to experience students' campus life just like university students. Meals are included through meal card for campus dining halls. Again, housing is the UD residential halls, giving students a real on-campus living experience in a supervised environment. The program also includes 2 Saturday bus trips, Sunday activities around Newark and Delaware, adding cultural and recreational variety to the schedule. At the end of the program, students will receive a certificate of participation recognizing their academic and cultural experience at the University of Delaware. Next slide, please. Thank you. Now, I would like to walk you through a few details and help families decide, students, which program is best fit. This includes language level, classes, housing, visa type, and application timing. Starting with language proficiency, the 2 programs are designed for different levels. Level Up Academic is recommended for students at an intermediate to low advanced level, typically around 5.0 or higher on IELTS, 55 or higher on TOEFL. So language adventure, though, it's more flexible in terms of English level, and it's open to students from beginner to high intermediate. For this program, no official test score is required, making it accessible to a wider range of students. In terms of classes, Level Up students focuses on leadership and academic skills, while Language Adventure emphasizes on English skills. Housing for both programs is DUD residential halls, and students participate in evening programs with university mentors, ensuring supportive and supervised environment. The visa type depends on the program. Students in Level Up typically enter on an F1 visa, while students in Language Adventure may enter on a tourist or ESTA. Next, please. Not yet, sorry. Finally, regarding application, application, we strongly recommend applying by February 15, although applications are accepted until April 1st as space allows. Program-specific application links are available for both Level Up Academics and Language Adventure, and we are happy to assist you, families and students throughout the application process. On an additional note, UD, we have another high school program called EDGE, which is a program for those who have language proficiency as advanced, 6.0 or higher on IELTS, 75 or higher for TOEFL, or 105 or higher on Duolingo. For this, I will share a website in case you would like to learn more about it on my last slide. Next slide. Thank you. Last but not least, I just wanted to share a few images of the University of Delaware residence halls where students live during the program. The rooms are really comfortable. I mean, I can attest to it because I have students every summer and every winter coming in. Usually during summer, our students, college students from our partner university usually stay at the dorm, and they truly, truly enjoy their stay. So it's fully furnished and air conditioned, so students can settle in easily. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna. And with that, let me tell you a little bit about our program, the Pacific Summer High School Institute. Our Summer Institute offers you an in-depth preview of college life at one of the nation's top student-centered universities. Not sure how many of you know, but University Pacific is actually the oldest university in California. It was founded in 1851, and we are on a truly beautiful campus in Northern California. And this program gives you the opportunity to study with peers, mostly from California, from other states, and from abroad as well. So unlike some of the UD programs that you heard about, ours is not first and foremost about your English skills, but it's a program about various academic programs at a university setting. You will be learning from actual University of Pacific professors who are teaching our undergraduate, graduate, and professional students. You live on our campus in the same campus residence halls that our undergraduate and graduate students are using during the regular semesters, and you get to taste the same delicious campus food that our students are enjoying the regular school years. So let me give you a little bit of a recap of our 2025 Summer High School Institute, because I believe this is one of the largest residential pre-college programs on the West Coast. We have two-week-long sessions, one in early June starting on June 1st, and the second 2-week session starts on June 16th. There were last year 63 different academic, music, and athletics programs. Every student who enrolls into our Summer Institute chooses one academic or music or athletics program, and over the course of the 2 weeks, they learn about that program, immersed in that field with their professors, and if it's athletics, then with their coaches. We have disciplines from almost any field. They're as diverse as 3D design or healthcare, astronomy, cancer research, various music programs, and various sports as well. In these programs, you gain leadership skills, make lasting friendships on our campus, and of course, you get to enjoy the beautiful California summer on our beautiful campus. Last year, we had almost 1,800 students attending from several states and countries. But it's very important that in 63 different programs, so every single program is a small group experience for our almost 2,000 students overall. Let me tell you a little bit about the plans for this coming summer. So we'll have 2 sessions, again, early June and the second half of June, session 1 and session 2. And we already have more than 60 cutting-edge academic, music, or athletics programs lined up for you. Every year, we offer most of the same programs as the previous year, but always come up with new programs as well. So this year, we'll have a new graphic design program, new acting program, several new engineering programs, including one on artificial intelligence, and those who are really interested in American athletics life, we even have a dance and cheer program in 2026. Of the more than 50 academic programs, we have 4 categories: arts and humanities, business and society, health and science, and engineering technology. Every student who enrolls into our Summer Institute chooses one particular program to attend. Out of the more than 60 programs, about 10 are athletics and more than 50 in academics. For example, and you don't have to learn all the various programs, let me just point out a few for you. Some are super popular with our students. For example, our writing programs, both creative writing and storytelling, and writing and publishing your novel will take your English to the next level, and those are super important skills for your future undergraduate studies. We have various media-related programs as well. In the arts, we have ceramics, we have audiovisual media. You get to work on blogs and vlogs and social media, as I said, acting, 2D and 3D art, and several music programs. So if your music skills are such, then you can also come to our campus and spend those 2 weeks in the conservatory. Our conservatory at University of Pacific, actually not just the oldest one in California, but on the whole West Coast, it was the first music conservatory to open. We have various various business and society courses, including law programs. So University of the Pacific has has a law school. It's in Sacramento, and our Sacramento faculty are coming to our Stockton campus for the Summer Institute, offering 2 different law programs, Lawyer in Court and Lawyers and the Rule of Law. We have various strictly business courses like building your own business, or we have business of esports, how to take control of your financial future, learning about financial literacy. We also have programs on the intersection of sports and business, for example, sports analytics. If you'd like to be a policeman in the US, you can join our Police Cadet Academic program. And since I have 3 daughters, I feel particularly strongly about our Leadership for Women program in our Summer Institute. So almost any field, any interest you might have academically, you'll find a program for it. We have various engineering programs as well. Literally, these are, we come up with new ones every year. We have a drone flying program in which you actually get a drone pilot license. You can build computers and electrical circuits. You get to work on your coding or design various things and even get them either 3D printed or use more advanced manufacturing techniques. Our robotics program is also very important, and so there's just plenty to choose from. However, I think our most popular offerings are in the health and science category. So University of Pacific is well known in our pre-health program. So we have a pharmacy school, we have a dental school, we have a school of health studies. So we offer various biology and chemistry-related programs, microbiology, biology of cities, so essentially urban ecology. We have 2 different anti-cancer programs. We have an anatomy program if you'd like to be a doctor. But our most popular program, I think, of all of them is, especially in Korea, I have to say, is our Future Dentist program. So we have one of the nation's best dental schools in San Francisco, and our faculty are coming to the Stockton campus to teach the Future Dentists program. It's always the Future Dentist program that fills up first of all our offerings. We also have a pharmacy school in Stockton, and we offer pharmacy program in both of our sessions. But if you'd like to experience a US campus, learn how it is to be a college student, but work on your sports instead of academics, we also offer various athletics programs. University of Pacific has one of the strongest water polo programs in the nation, so that's a strong one. But we have baseball, basketball, all the various sports that university campuses usually offer in the US. And then, just like you would be working with a university professor at a very high level, in these programs you get to work with NC2A Division I coaches, head coaches, and their teams. But of course, as we said, and as Anna demonstrated with their programs, just taking classes and being in the academics is not all that a program offers. So we have various co-curricular programmings in our program as well. We have enrichment programs around health and fitness, career preparation, and of course, college readiness and the admissions process. And so every evening, our academics end at 4 p.m. Between 4 p.m. and 10 p.m., you get to take part in various enrichment programs, co-curricular, and of course, lots of different social activities. Our whole campus is available for you, including the gym, including our tennis center. You get to do arts and craft and just enjoy your evenings every day and on the weekend as well, because it's a 2-week program. Our program is also residential. It is the same residence halls where our college students reside. This is an actual dorm room. It's a double, so you will have a roommate. These are all spacious rooms with double occupancy. You get to use our laundry facilities. So parents, you will see that your student over the course of the 2 weeks will become a lot more independent. They'll do a lot of their own chores. You'll have access to our study lounges, various social spaces, and you get to develop self-reliance and independence while you're here on our campus. You get to meet people from various backgrounds. Most of our students come from California, both Northern California and from the Los Angeles area. And we also have students from the East Coast and from abroad. And by interacting with them, you get to develop your social skills, make new friends, and discover how it is to be a college student. And let me tell you, it's exciting. At the end of the 2 weeks, your first thought will be, can I stay for another week? Can I come back? And you can't wait to join a university, college as an actual undergraduate student afterwards. And just very quickly, because I'm sure you have various questions to both Anna and myself, you get to please explore our website. We have posts about every aspect of our Summer Institute, most importantly about our programs. So if you go to the learning page, then you get to see every one of our 60 different programs, and you get to learn about every single one of them, what their goals are, what are the topics that are covered, and you even get to see who are those professors that you'll be working with their little bio and what they do when they teach our undergraduate students. We also are happy to answer any of the questions you might have. So every week on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. California time, which I think would be sometime in the morning in Korea the next day, we have these Zoom Q&A sessions. You can find the link through our website as well, or you can scan this QR code and you can register to these Zoom meetings where we give an overview of the program and answer any questions you might have. And your contacts, our email is pacificinstitute@pacific.edu. I'm the director, and chances are if you give us a call, then either myself or our program manager, Faith, will be the one answering your call. And so we're very grateful for this opportunity to talk to you about our respective programs and as a whole, what advantages there are to college summer programs in the United States. And our advice, right, Anna, is do it. Find a program that you get excited about, learn more about college life in the US, and trust me, definitely, trust me, being a college student in the United States is not just a wonderful learning experience, but it's also a lot of fun. And you will get to enjoy not just these 2 weeks of our programs, but then the later 4 years as an undergraduate. And if you go to a professional graduate school, then that as well.